I know what you guys are probably wondering when you clicked on this video. Why I'm just barely getting a video out for Ashemar. And to tell you guys the truth, it was not easy. Look at this. That's right. I barely got her on the last day of the banner. And it was awful. Now I normally don't go for Echo of Light skins unless they look really cool. Which sounds like a stupid reason now that I just said it out loud. But hey, that's how I enjoyed the game. But enough said, let's get this over with. Now if you guys don't know what she does, her talent, basically, after she takes action, she can select a partner or an ally to gain Dance Partner, and what that does is that they gain a 5% increase to their stats. Now if it's at 6 stars, it will be a total of 15% for both the selected target and for herself as well, while also gaining stun immunity. Upon reaching Intimate Dance, and that's when they are like 1 block from each other, if you don't know what adjacent is, defense and magic defense is increased up to 2%, and if at 6 stars, it will be 5%. Also, when forced into battle, the heroes take 15% reduced physical damage. But when upon reaching hand-to-hand dance, that's when the units are within 1 block from each other by diagonally. Attacking int is increased by 2%, and like with the other one, if it's at 6 stars, it would be 5% instead. Upon reaching ring dance, and that's when they are within 3 blocks from each other but not in a straight line basically from this one, they can move 2 blocks after dealing damage. This whole dance partner thing lasts for 4 turns, but you can use it again after 3 turns. As for the class mastery stones that you want for her, I always like to do the same thing that I do with everyone else. Most of the time you're just going to be seeing me have like HP, int, and defense for the armor, and then for the headwear, HP, int, and magic defense, weapon, and accessory, they're pretty much the same thing. And as for the arena stats, HP and int for the most part, but the last 3 I picked defense and the crit damage and crit rate reduce, just so that she has a better chance of being able to survive, especially with all like the assassins going around in Apex Arena. So yeah, you definitely want something like this. As for soldiers, sorcerers are going to be your go-to ones, but you can also use something like Fairy Spirit Prophet, which is good for both regular content and PvP, but you can also use Firebrand Sniper as well, and bolt rangers. I say bolt rangers because bolt rangers aren't really the ideal for attacking, but it does help with her survivability. And as far as weapons goes, the scepter is a really good one since you can have that extra range, which is really nice. But you can also use something like Red Moon for that int increase and HP as well, or you can use Pale Staff as well since Ashemar is mainly a single target attacker. So yeah, those 2 can work. For the armor, I gave her a Nebulous Robe because that'll help with problems such as thorns that drop near, so that she takes less reflect damage. But that's just gonna be for if you're using her for PvP. And another PvP gear that you can also use is the Reaper's New Clothes. That one is a really good one as well. But if you don't have those 2, then you can use the Tenyo's Robe as well. That one is just a really good armor for most mages in general. For the helmet, Tenyo's headaddress is always a good one, but if you don't have that, then I would say anything else is perfectly fine. As for the accessory, if you plan on using Ashemar for PvP, then I would highly recommend using Star Earring because of that 30% defense increase when attacked by assassins. And as you guys may have noticed, assassins have become a big thing in Apex Arena, so if you want any chance of surviving from them, then this one would be a really good choice. But if you don't have one of these, or if you're looking for any alternatives, then any int increase accessory would generally be fine, like the Dimensional Jewel. As for enchants, Breeze is a nice one to use to cover a lot of ground, but you can also use Full Moon as well for a more offensive stats increase. I've also seen people do Clock, but in my opinion, most of her skills already have like short cooldowns, especially with their 3C, so it's not really hard to have them be refreshed. But I'm not also saying that you shouldn't use Clock as well. If you want to use a clock with her, then that's totally fine. That's just my opinion. You don't always have to listen to what I say. So now that you guys know a good idea on what to give for Ashemar, let's jump into her first awakening stage. In here, you'll be facing Liana, Maya, and then Iron Blood Commander. Now for this one, I feel like the Firebrand Snipers will help quite a bit because if you take a look at the stats right here, you can see that the defense is more less than their magic defense. Also because the fixed damage is also pretty nice as well, but using sorceress is also possible as well. So I'm going to be using them because I feel like the majority of you guys will probably have these more upgraded, but this should be pretty easy either way. The skills I'm going to be using are single target ones plus the magic defense break right here, since that will give a 50% chance to reduce the enemy's magic defense by 25% before battle. Alright, so now that everything looks good now, let's get right on into it. Now I say Liana shouldn't really be an issue to deal with because of her exorcist soldiers. And with those guys are only like attacking from one block. So that means Liana is always going to be the one only attacking you if you attack her or if she's attacking you. Because the way how the AI works is that they will attack from the furthest point of where they can hit you from. So I would say the best that you guys will probably do is that you'll be able to take out her soldiers, and then hopefully you can take out the next turn if you can't one-shot her at least. And with Maya, she shouldn't be too hard at all. She doesn't really have a whole lot of HP. Now Iron Blood should be the easiest part right here. Now if you take a look at her stats, it is incredibly low. I don't know why that is. I don't know why they decided to make her stats like that, but it makes it pretty easy clearing this part. But for the second awakening stage, she's just underwhelming. Now, her 3C skill. It has a 3-turn cooldown and has a passive, whereas if she has Dance Partner effect, her range is increased by 2. And after using Dance of the Heart for the first time in a different kind of dance positions, the skill's cooldown is reduced by 3. But it will attack an enemy dealing 1.6 times magic damage, and if the hero is in a dance position, before battle, it will deal fixed damage equal to 1 time int to the enemy once. And after battle, they deal fixed damage again once by 1 time of the partner's attack or int, whichever is the highest. If the enemy is in mixed forces, the fixed damage ignores immunity. After using the skill, it gains dance protection. When one other person is attacked while in a dance position, the other person deals fixed damage once to the enemy before battle by an amount equal to 1.5 times either of their attack or int, whichever is the highest. That lasts for 1 turn and cannot be dispelled. And as always, let's take a look at the 3C animation here. And to those who are new watching my videos, basically the way how I do these 3C videos is that if the second awakening stages aren't hard, I won't show them in a video, because second awakening stages generally aren't really difficult at all. Because some of the time you aren't really relying a whole lot on your own character, you're mainly going to be relying on the other 3 other characters that you can use. So that's the reason why I don't really show them in most of these videos. So yeah, I just want to put that disclaimer out there so that you guys know what goes on around here. So yeah, I'm gonna clear this real quick and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so yeah, this one is just as easy as the first stage. If you guys want some tips, which I don't think you guys need it, I would say you can open up with Ice Dragon Breath on the first turn, since it will slow them down, and then you can actually buff up your team with this skill right here. And then I think I use this skill. Yeah, I use this skill just because it also heals Ashemar up while also dealing a ton of damage. But yeah, I don't think I really need to tell you guys that. Even if your Ashemar is not as built as mine, you can still have her be like a support type. Alright, so now with those out of the way, let's get right into her 3C showcase. There's one thing that they did with Ashemar that I really like a lot, and I think that makes it so much easier to use her. But first, we're going to give her the stats increase for the dance partner to Christian, and also you can see the range increase from the passive, but that's beside the point. These right here are what I'm talking about. You can see the different kind of dance positions that she can go from where her and the dance partner is placed at. So if you see the shield right here, that's the defense and magic defense increase. The sword right here, that's attack and int increase. And with the boots right here, that just allows her to be able to move a few blocks after she's attacked. As long as she's in the dance position, she can do fixed damage before battle. Alright, so let's give it a go. So we're going to be attacking Betty here, and let's go right on ahead. Betty survived that. That was pretty unfortunate, but yeah, since the enemy did survive, she was able to do fixed damage again. But yeah, you can see that she can move 2 blocks afterwards. And the thing about the way how she can move again is that you can change her dance positions again, which is also pretty cool. So if I go right here, this would increase her defense and magic defense if she's within 1 block of her dance partner. So yeah, you can see that increase just a little bit, Okay, so I'll show off another dance positions that she can do. We're going to be attacking in the sword grid, which will increase her attack and int. And if you have battle animations off, you can actually see it increase. So yeah, it increases just a little bit, but that's just a 5% increase. I'm pretty sure if you have it like at 4 or 5 stars, you can see quite a little bit of a difference. Alright, so you guys can see that she got her skill again 2 times now. And I'll go ahead and show off again what it looks like when you use the same dance position as before with the 3C. It's just that basically she won't get it back if you already used it. So you can see all the effects going off, and then yeah, she doesn't get it back. You have to wait 3 turns before you can use it again. And the thing about her fixed damage, and hopefully I can get off right here. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Basically what happens is that when one other person with the dance position gets attacked, like right there, the enemy gets fixed damage from the other partner that wasn't attacked. So yeah, that's basically how that fixed damage works. And if they're in mixed forces, the fixed damage ignores immunity. So that's also a big plus right there. And there you have it. That's Ashemar 3C Showcase. A really great character for just providing stats increase and just being a good damage dealer overall. And I actually really like how you can see the different positions that she can be in with the talents. It just really makes it so much easier for a lot of people that are using her. She can be pretty solid in a regular team as your main attacker for regular content, but as for Apex Arena though, she can be great for an aggressive style team just because she can basically strengthen up one other teammate while also giving an all stats increase to them to whomever is going to be doing the most damage. She also has a really good range as well, only as long as she has a dance partner effect going on, and she can also spam her 3C as well. I would say that you may not see her a whole lot, but definitely don't underestimate her if you actually do end up seeing someone with her, especially in the rush box, because I've been seeing that quite a bit in the CN server recently. But that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and feel free to let me know what you guys think about her. And yeah, thanks for watching. Your fellow Z.